see the RTX is not on. My apologies. Let's turn it on. No background noise. And there it is. My about 7 Mexico. So quick. And looking at licenses. So I found it to small macro. There's no shared over the keyboard to try to diminish the positive still advances. You see if it works to stop having that is killing people. Yeah, bad one. So checking from digital signatures, they're mostly for integrity, so that it hasn't been modified, and authenticity that is actually coming from you. They don't inherently enforce licensing there to ranges of files, and to address specific offline challenges, offline license authentication for a small software distribution while minimized and authorized the distribution might consider combining following approaches. Hardware binding. Say to hardware IDs such as MAC address, motherboard ID, or CPU ID, and or storage ID, it's the ID. But if they change storage, now they can something like a license file. Instead of using digital signatures directly on the executor, only use digital signatures to license files that contain information about the authorized user and hardware-bound attributes. The license file could be in a format that is difficult to tamper with, and signature ensures its authenticity. Activation code. Provide an activation code or token to users upon purchase. The user enters this code during installation or during first run. The activation code could be tied to a specific license file or hardware attributes. Licensing are optional. This is not particularly advanced. So secure storage, that's conventional online and requires more efforts. That's for beginner limitations. Secure storage, store license related that's for other appliances. Encrypt or obfuscate information to make for users to tamper with. User education, clearly communicate licensing terms to users. Explain that an authorized distribution is allowed to license. Take legal action. We have to read me. Continuously update and improve your licensing mechanisms to potential vulnerabilities. Determining things to find ways to bypass or circumvent licensing mechanisms. It goes to take an authorized distribution. Difficult enough that the majority of users are discouraged to do so. Sample licensing. Hello, let's go. Well, that it's no, I am a language model. I can't help you with that. So, next, when I user purchases, then it's yeah, that's a comment, right? Or even on the same web page they give it to you. Absolutely. Or try on the success payment success page. Payment success page. Right. Certainly, well, the high-level example of how you might implement the creation of applications of balances that contain signed information about the users and hardware attributes. Please note that this example is for strict purposes and doesn't cover all possible security considerations. You should adapt when it has to fit your specific requirements. What other security solutions are there? May you please list them for me? Then, next, Canadian sandwich. Want to go through that? Certainly implementing security involves an opportunity the management, encryption, type encryption, secure threats, and it's going to be within everything. The specific is using more on that side binary, like seem like that the even like all this cache when tried with another copy of the binary like executable, it actually gives something else, and therefore will even with the same won't be able to give the secret. I mean, possible to work with it. But I'm thinking it's all about so this become like scenario stuff and debugging. Like, remember, this is your responsibility. Please create a physical copy and put it in your safe. And maintain a secure one. Make a secure copy in the backup. You know what's coming. Let's see if it's higher. Guys, that was in the middle. Could be a whole higher. It's kind of reacting well, I guess. I'm not sure if it's even impacting the volume. See, generate and sign the license file. Import hashlib, HMAC, and JSON. Packages, private key for signing the license file. Keep the secret. Private key. We're going to need the code for generating the private key. That's that later. User and hardware information. User info. Hardware ID. Take hardware ID here. To get the hardware ID, you can ask. And also get the user. Convert user info into JSON. User info JSON docs, user info. Sort master keys if it's true. Create a signature using HMAC SHA 256. Signature equals HMAC DAC. New private key, underscore key that encode the DFA, comma, service, that encode. So you define, comma, hash leave that SHA 256. Both parentheses, or braces, then that XHS. It is closing the new, and then you're using XHS. License data, user info. So we have the user info, which we also must fetch, and a signature that we must create. License signature, function, and a fetch user info. Well, oh wait, no, we can set it right here. Here's the user info. So it will be the fetch user and fetch ID. Oh yeah, because you don't want all the users and everything. That's kind of a fault though. You have separation, and then you can allow your model to use it, because the username might be a little bit too much. I need to ask further to that. If it's a business office and they just want to use it all over the office, it's possible to get away in further business. So, demo. Combine user's info and signature in the license file. License Oscar data equals user info signature, write to JSON. We open license JSON file, etc. Found JSON license platform. This example probably uses to create into Mac 3056 signature of these information. Like files, do the beginner license file and the signature. And I'll do something good. 2-in-1 combo. It's Python. Now we're gonna incorporate this thing. This particular in a cell and let down. Almost the videos. With the licenses from data racing. So open JSON as file license. Use the log file. Extract default signature. Computed signature. Extract new private underscore key and code. User info. Translate chat to fixes. Digest. Your signature. Private key and code. Signature. Zero for Jason. So, this is Jason. Some Jason Dobson, some for certain things. Small team with the best. Is that private team? General private team. Team general. I will give it right. So, let's see what it says. This is created. The signature is then included license files and all sorts. Just like that. Private team. Private team. No. This is on the signature. Signature strike user file. User that they was that for that. But something that using was downloads. On that things strengthen the computer signature requires the signature means you have to put that like a computer yourself or itself. Private keys, nothing they used to keep private for developer to keep private. That is taking something in public key. But it's kind of weird. Just start simple, compounded, pushing to that's good. I want to say right Certainly for production process purposes, you will want a more robust and reliable method to generate a hardware identifier. The combination of hardware attributes can be used to create a more unique and stable identifier. Here is an example that combines several hardware attributes to generate a hardware identifier. Slave, HMAC, JSON, REST, and platform get passive process. We need to define the function get CPU info, command W this might use means a CPU get processor ID. Result equals process that check output command shell equals string. Result equals that string. That new line on the first. And so we do set AWK except exception X E for except for everyone. Means error getting CPU info. E. Return. Blank. No. Nothing. That's even all. Quotation. Me. Dev get underscore MAC address. Function try. Then we're in this card. MAC address. And also, if it's true, MAC address equals something called sweep split. I'm the first one. I'm going to take this out. This one has a column to read that one. See where you send me where I have these links. Okay, so here we get the info. Now the private keys for demonstration purposes. And track the username name with get paths, and the hardware ID we're generating getting the CPU info plus the MAC address. Yeah, but if they restart Windows, we need that change. Once if it can make it, you want to I need to make that up for my phones. Okay. Generate hardware identifiers based on CPU and MAC. Create the private key system of hardware identifier. JSON. Create signatures using my chat put 6. To get this idea, private key that encode. To JSON that encode. And say yes. And it's these info on signature into the license file. Where the license data to the file. In this example, get underscore CPU underscore info braces. Function retrieves the processor ID using the Windows Management Implementation command, WMIC. And get underscore MAC address function retrieves the MAC address for all neighboring entities. These attributes combine to create a more unique hardware identifier. Please note that example provides more sophisticated How to identify it's important to thoroughly test potential edge cases in your production environment. Also, remember to handle exceptions in order to briefly ensure reliable operations. Exactly. So yeah, they were using for was you random. So I guess this is random enough. So we're using a diamond too. Ethereum. Generate cryptographically secure private keys and secret that tokens underscore heads. Extract relevant user hardware information. Combine the information and create signatures using HMAC SHA-256. Write the user information, signature, and other relevant data to the license file. Select the executable. Prepare the Hello World X installation executable using even setup and any other packaging tool. Distribute the installation executable to users who purchase the software. Send for license verification in the hotkeys. The license file like that JSON and extract the user's information from the signature. Recalculate the signature using the private key, which must be securely stored. And extract the user information. Compare the recalculated signature with stored signature. And use signature match to proceed with software execution. If that's an error message, here we have the license verification. Be the power license file. Insert the user information signature. Calculate the signatures in private key and user information. Calculate the signature. Further recalculate the signature with the stored signature. Calculate signature equals stored signature. License is valid. Proceed with software execution. Run hello. World X. Else, valid license. I guess I'll need to do the function. Play license verification logic. State case license and server to continue with script speaking until move using the HTTP file to escape. Distribute the executable. Change your software. So we generate them. Generate the key, extract relevant information, combine information, create signature, and write the signature into a license. That's this first part. So we create a license. So we're gonna, once we create one license, distribute that license at JSON. So if you want license, alright, for stuff that one person find again, not these steps. That stuff producing works. Also tempting copy this since well multiple times these machines even from license and copy and the executable for profit. So let's go through the process of this how license systems can help around authorized use in the stream. License generation. When a user purchases your software, you generate a license file for them. The license file contains the user information on hardware identifiers and signature created. A signature created using a private key. The private key is a secret key known only, but it is used to generate the signature text. So that one I'm gonna be using it myself. I'm just keeping it aside and putting a reference to the key in a way. It's not gonna be on that screen thing. What I was gonna say. The user runs a file PHP script, which includes the license verification logic script, reads the license from, and tracks the user information. The script then recalculates the signature using the private key and user information matches and the string signature. The license is considered valid. Let's see. How is the script recalculated using the private key? How are you supposed to maintain that? No, because they don't, right? the user runs the compiled Ethereum hardware binding, absolutely, I understand your concern. Let's break down the steps on how licensing process works on client side or keeping private keys open. Generate the license file. As you as software developer, generate the license file for each user who purchases software. The license contains the user information, hardware identifier, and signature. The signature is generated using your product, which is only kept to you. So because whenever you send and the signature is this conglomeration of stuff, with your private key, that signature itself is gonna be accessible to the user, but not the private key. The client receives the license file after a user purchases your software, and you provide them with the license file. This could be sent via email or provided as download link after a successful payment. License verification script in the software. You embed a license verification script within your software, in this case an AHK script. The script is compiled into an executable that users can run. License verification process. When the user runs the software, the license verification script reads and extracts information from the license file. The script recalculates the signature using the private keys you have. These keys never shared with the user. So when the user runs the software, the license verification script reads and extracts information from the license file. How does the script recalculate? How does in step 4 the script calculates signature so private key you have? It's never shared with the user. And verifies. Well, this be a more on client offline verification process with keeping in mind to attempt not to use steering to license authentication. Yes, authentication. Instead, the user script checks the store signature using public information and verifies it against the calculator signature that generated using public information as well. The private key remains secure on the developer's end and it's not involved in the current verification process. Here's a more accurate overview. Generate a license file containing the user information. So that means I need to get this information overboard. So yeah, I think you managed to do step 1 before step 2. You could I mean, do you get this actual identifier straight from the browser? It's a very good question. So after purchasing software, users see the license file. This file includes public information. Yeah. Purchase the software. You see, you generate the license file. After purchasing the software, user receive the license file. As the verification screen to the software, embed the verification license verification process. When the user runs the software, the verification actually runs first and not advanced. It extracts public information such as username or hardware ID, certain signature to verify the right file. Here recalculates into the verification screen, recalculates the signature, and it literally compares. For the signature, recalculates the signature and store signature and license compare. Valid license check if the recalculated signature matches the stored signature, the license valid. Invalid license handling if the recalculated signature does not match the stored signature, the license. The software displays an error messages to terminate. In this process, the user does not need to know the private key. The client-side script uses the public information and the stored signature to perform the verification. The private key is involved only generated the original signature license script. This approach aims to prevent cache and unauthorized use and distribution of software. However, determined attackers might still attempt to reverse engineer and manipulate the verification process. It's essential to balance security measures with the user experience and consider seeking professional advice on implemented both licensing system. I mean, you can sell the licensing stuff. I mean, within itself, it's already right. That's authentication. Here's complete verification with the X. Well, with distribution process in mind, so let's go. This will find checking this previous code and dating for this other approach, please. our coin, and then it will help update the product consequence approach. Generating license, user information. Okay, let's read it real quick. So we're gonna need to import hashlab, HTML, JSON, OS, platform, get pass, process secrets. Alright, we define the CPU to try to get the info. This implementation is, however, weird because how are we gonna get it? We need to ask this before we finish. How are we gonna get this information before they actually buy the freaking thing? We're gonna run code this to the browser before they give their money? No. So you see what I'm saying? Implementation is weird, but it's already will do it. It's a paid service, and yeah. We're investigating streaming free on YouTube and Twitch anyway. Here we have the calculate signature. We're doing the hardware ID based on this tune, and we're getting the username. Basically from that JSON username form, and we make it into a JSON. Okay. And then we do the signature. Turn signature. Oh no, this is the calculation signature. We define the. Okay, and then we use it right here to get signature. And then we combine it into data frame, or let's call license underscore data to the data frame. And then write it to data file. We open as a JSON, write W as file, F, colon JSON.doc, station just read stuff. And again, this updated code calculates signatures using the calculate signature function that takes the data in private key scenario. This keeps the private key secures and not exposed to calculate process. The rest of the code follows the same way before generating. Alright, let's ask the $1 million question. How do we here manage step 1? For the user. Or we just call it throughout the purchasing process. And how do you go about getting this information on the developers and sign with private keys so it maintains private. Can I clarify that for me, please? Right. Let's break it down. For licensing process and how you manage it during the purchasing process while keeping private key secure and 12%. Be generating a software developer, you keep the private keys. So long run, private key is secret, must be kept secure. User information. When the user purchases your software, you collect the necessary user information, username, email. So if something you did on username and email, you make them create a profile. But then you're gonna keep the database in, the other relevant details. Hardware information to generate a hardware identified Firebase on the user's hardware attributes. This will involve collecting details like CPU ID and MAC addresses. User and hardware information. You combine the user information and hardware. Yeah. Yeah, was used before they give you. Alright, so when the user purchases, you collect user recollecting. With CPU which, by the way, we need to put it and be off. What would be the thing? Also, how are you develop fetching hardware which is to then be able to automate licensing signature. Split code. The other thing is go decentralized. Yep. Purpose of generating a license signature is important to ensure that you're gathering data that is in this table and not likely to change frequently. The leader is a combination of hardware attributes. Namely, the first in some cases, only using might be sufficient, while in other cases, able to make elements can provide an additional layer of uniqueness. These the following is CPU ID. Some hardware attributes might not be unique, especially if you're dealing with identical similar models. To optimize licensing process, you will need to integrate the hardware information collection into your online process. This is how you might do it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. User initiates a purchase. When the user decides to purchase, they provide their contact information. Yeah. Automated. During the purchase, you can use the scripting or server-side to retrieve the hardware information from the user system. Okay, that makes sense. So through the browser, so you retrieve that information and you make their license. With the collected user information or hardware information, you can generate a license file containing user details, hardware information, and signature generated using your private key. Alright, but then you cannot buy this from a different computer that you purchase it. So you cannot send it as a gift. Anyhow, afterthought. Once the license file is generated, you can attach it to a confirmation email, send to the user provided download link, purchase confirmation page. This link ensures that the user receives their personalized license file. The user receives a license file along the instructions on how to use it with software. By automating the hardware information retrieval and license generation process, you ensure that each user receives a license file tailored to their system and hardware attributes. This increases the uniqueness of the license signature and enhances the security of your license system. However, keep in mind that these hardware attributes might change over time due to great other factors. Let's bar like how much these might cost. Board. So this information that we're going over, how much does software that helps licensing rates reach this in costs? Which options? To detect software slash executing all use left with these. Amazing. Cost of software that helps you license your software varies depending on features and functionality of the software, the size of your organization, and number of licenses you need to manage. Some of the most popular options include FlexNet Publisher. This is a comprehensive software licensing solution that offers features for managing license tracking easier to prevent authorizations. It starts at $1,395 per year, up to 100 users. To reprise license manager, a cloud-based software licensing solution that is easy to use. Scalable starts at 19 per user. Main open source solution starts with the cost of the specific software that you put online. This software asset management solution that can also be used for software licensing starts at $149 per month. Hey. Asset Sonar is an on-premise software asset management solution that offers features managing licenses, tracking users, and detecting unauthorized use. It starts at $2,485 per year, up to 100 users. OpenLM is an open source software licensing solution that is used for more technical expertise to set up, which comes out for the actual use of the specific server that you need to. It's a little bit undervalued, but it worked. These steps you can help protect your software from piracy and authorized use. Some additional things to consider when choosing software for licensing your software in the size of the organization. Both the open source station be limited to the server cost, server upkeep. Also, what will be the most economical Google Cloud soon out there insane to price. Yeah, the open source will be limited to the server upkeep cost. The cost of the server itself is free, but you need to pay for the server. Most economical Google Cloud server takes and share will be depending on your specific needs. If you only need a small server, then one micro instance will be a good option. It goes from 0.5 per hour, it has zero point 0.6 gigabytes of memory, and one virtual CPU. If you need a more powerful server than the N1 standard, this will be a better choice for a couple of cents more per hour. It's 4 cents more. Let's see, check out that extra power. Oh, man, I think it's really. You can use the cloud price calculator to estimate the cost of running software on Google Cloud Server. Here are some other factors to consider when choosing a Google Cloud Server. Amount of traffic, storage, processing power, radio. By carefully considering your needs and budget, you can choose the most economic server. Here's some additional tips for reducing costs of running software on Google Cloud. Preemptive instances are up to 80% cheaper than regular instances, but they can be terminated at any time. Sustain usage count can save you up to 30% of the cost. Okay. Before 7 are upkeep of that micro F1. How much? See mainly the costing in US dollars per month. $36 per month. Not that bad. But yeah, it's not development. We have licensing mentioned. So you probably going to need the public key and another file. Then we need the signature, and then we provide that JSON file. Okay, so we retrieve the hardware information, and then we run that. If you update on a specific screen with the hardware and retrieve information throughout the page, like the purchase process. And then link the file once it's generated, automating the emails sending. next time we're gonna be practically making these licenses and also self implementing the verification process securable. That way we can send the specific licenses and also test the verification of these and then try to brute force some of the licenses. Anyhow, thank you for passing by. Yeah, see you.